hello, but you were blending in. Hello, internet world. Kevin's
Kevin,
stating the obvious. Um, Welcome back. We've been only, I think, a week over time, which is a bit of a miracle for us, really. Um, but we're about ready to get started and maybe knock over Foxglove Manor tonight. Maybe.
Maybe.
Probably not, but maybe. Um, okay, so will we rely on Libby to give us a rundown of last game?
Sounds good.
Okay. Hit it, Libby.
the whole game starting off in the kitchen.
Um, is that where you started last time?
Yeah, the kitchen and the rats. Fast forward a bit.
Yeah, what happened last week? It was pretty
We
much.
started in the
Arvin
kitchen.
found a hidden compartment and it held bottles of wine
Oh, yeah.
kitchen.
Mhm.
Then we took the southeast door into a corridor that led us to a locked iron door. Arvin used his gaseous form potion and entered through the keyhole. He returned and told us there's a workshop inside for magic users, stained glass windows on the eastern side that are similar to the ones downstairs in design, and the seven-sided box appears again. There's a man drinking green liquid and the same man in advanced state of decay with arms raised and his head back as if triumphant, and then the body turns into smoke and disappears into the seven-sided box. The hallway led to another door, and below it was a pit and an ancient set of stairs going down into the bedrock with a cool breeze coming up with a bad smell. The door would need brute force to open it, so he came back through the keyhole. We decided to leave it and explore elsewhere. We headed upstairs. We took door number 2 upstairs, and we hear footsteps behind us. Maywin headed back down, and other steps are heard, but no one is seen. Someone dropped a coin, and we hear it hit, and it echoes. So we figured it was just something to do with the stairwell. It opened into a corridor. Several doors, and stairway 3 was to the west. We took the southeast door into a child's bedroom. Maywin moved to the door and got a punch in the gut with a sure feeling that the parents are trying to kill each other. A vision appears. We search the room and find nothing. We go to the west door, which opens into a gallery with covered paintings. We move the cobwebs for 3 paintings on the north wall, and on all the walls, and we discover the Foxglove family. As we uncover the last one, Ziva's portrait, the temperature in the room drops drastically, and the figures in the portraits shift from living figures to those of the dead folk, except for the 2 young girls, Sindeli and Ziva, whose portraits didn't change, but they were covered with frost. And then all of a sudden, everything turned to normal again. Thaven goes to the north door and hears a scratching sound. We continue through the west door into the bedroom. There's a dark stain on the desk by the north window. We find nothing in there. Thaven, Sauron, and Arvin see a dagger on the desk. Thaven grasps it tightly, then drops it and heaves heavily. He says that he must punish himself for something terribly he'd done. We check the north door. We hear metallic scratching. The door is jammed shut. We crowbar it open. Sauron rams through the door into the bathtub room. The floorboards are sagging with the tub's weight. Both the tub and Sauron fall through to the floor below. Maywin goes and accompanies him back up. We open the east doors into a sitting room with stained glass windows of animals, large, pale, ghostly scorpion, a gaunt man holding out his arm with a dozen bats hanging from him, a moth with a strange skull-like pattern on its wings, green plants with bell-shaped flowers, that's belladonna, young maiden sitting on a well with a dog-sized spider descending upon her. All these things in these windows in the depictions of the animals can be used for potions. Is it a recipe? A gnarled tree, a bird with a big beak, hooked beak, a centaur with a lion body, upper woman, squid with glowing red eyes in the downstairs. All that's in the downstairs stained glass windows. We open the northeast door into a child's bedroom caked with green and blue mold. Arvin enters and hears a child's voice say, "What's on your face, Mommy?" He feels the sudden urge to rip his face off, but fights it. He succumbs, and Maywin grapples and pulls him out of the room. Theron enters the room to heal Arvin and resists urge to rip off his face if he moves out. We open the northwest door into a destroyed bedroom. One portrait is untouched but hangs backwards. Sauron feels a wave of fear as he enters the room, but it passes quickly. The portrait is of Aisha, a Parisian beauty, and Sauron feels fear again. Maywin feels a wave of sadness. Sauron, and Daven hear somebody say, "What do you get up to in the damp below?" from a female voice. Arvin wants to rip off, wants to stab Maywin, but he does a will save and succeeds. We decide to open the west door to the stairs going up.
Very good. That was awesome.
There was bits of that I wasn't here for at the end, I think.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you
Because I
had to go
believe-
to bed because you were tired.
Hmm.
Very good. So basically, what we have now is the characters almost in position. I'm going to move Thaven back into the hallway there. As they start heading up, or they see a stairwell before them. The stairs move up and turn to the left. They're fairly steep stairs. Okay. So yeah, you move your way up the stairwell, and did the door open fine, or was there a problem with opening the door?
No.
I'd say there was a problem because of our marching order.
Okay.
Looking at the map.
I
Yep.
think he tried to open it, and maybe I did.
Fair enough. I think that may be the case too, because I do believe that door was locked. But Maywin may have come in and used some thief skills. I'm not sure. So disable device check perhaps to open up that door. Okay, so are you changing the order? Who do you want in front, etc.? I'll do all that rather than get you to move all your bits and pieces.
Yeah, I think
I'm happy to go back to the front.
the tank. Oh, excuse me.
No, I'm happy to follow Arvin.
Okay, so is that pretty much what you want there? I'll
That's fine.
zoom
good.
in for our readers. The readers. Oh my god.
Listeners.
I will
What?
apologise for myself. I was up at 4 o'clock this morning and haven't had a nap since, so I may twist my words somewhat. Okay, so we have Arvin Guilt Paladin, Siron, the Womanizer, following him, Thaven, the Dancer, and Maywin of the Maywin's Pants, following there. So they head upstairs. Okie dokie then. Let me.
Entertain you.
I am not Robbie Williams, and you should be very thankful of that. Okay, so you head up the stairwell, which turns to the left. Quite a tight little turn. So let's have Arvin shift over to that point. Oh, come on, be nice. Siron. Daven. And wow. Maywin. Don't worry, you are there, Maywin. I just need to.
Okay. Not what we.
There we go. So, you come up a steep set of stairs which takes you up into what you would presume to possibly be sort of the attic level from your understanding of the building from outside. You're probably tightly up in the in the roof cavities, but you do sort of see a window as you come up the stairwell that sort of supports that as well. Actually, I should probably display what you can see from that window, which is a bit of a wall stretching forward, and you can see the roof below that will probably cover that bedroom as well. There's a doorway to your right, or the corridor goes ahead and turns to the left.
Is this level mouldy like the other levels were previously?
Yeah, all fairly waterlogged and mouldy and horribly sort of sticky. It's a little bit less mouldy because the heat pretty much is around here a lot more. I don't know, I suppose heat and humidity make a lot of mould. But there are stains, and it's ugly and horrible and nasty up here just as much as the other layers.
Excellent. Well, I suppose I'll try that door that's on my right there.
Okay, you move carefully up to the doorway, and that's right. I need to make dice rolls, don't I? Yep. Open doors. Okay, it is sort of a little bit stuck in it, but your sheer paladin-like strength manages to push open the doorway.
Okay.
Okay, a large number of wooden planks, rope, and other repair supplies are stored here. The ceiling above sags noticeably, and several area patches of the sky above are actually visible where the shingles have fallen away from the roof.
Excellent. Does it look safe to enter? I'll
Oh,
go in.
okay.
Make my way around all the rubble on the ground there.
Okay, you move in. Finding indeed that's precisely what you see, is a lot of rubble, etc. Planks, wood, probably some tools and stuff like that, but all of it pretty much very badly, in very bad repair. Sorry.
Well, I'll have a bit of a better look around to see if there's anything hidden amongst it, but otherwise it's just some sort of a storeroom or something up here in the attic.
It appears that might be the case.
I throw detect magic.
Okay, you throw a detect magic. Anything that Arvin is holding that is magical glows, or you detect Arvin's magical items. Put it that way.
Display a complete lack of interest in the room.
Okay. You can see Arvin's walking around and poking it with his foot and his weapon, etc., sifting through it, but doesn't seem to find anything of interest. Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Make a perception check.
I still haven't found anything of interest, except... Hang on.
It doesn't seem to find anything of interest.
Excellent.
I thought so. That was some brilliant jamming there.
Diceless.
Bit
All right, well,
Lords of Gossamer and Shadow slipped into the old Pathfinder there.
Well, it appears that everyone else is making their way around this other hallway.
There's a hallway of opportunity here, Brother Arvin.
Very crowded little place.
I reach into the backpack, pull out the cork, have another swig, put the top back in, put the bottle back in the backpack.
How many swigs is that now? Am I going to have to look up the rules for being inebriated?
It's only about 5 or 6. Should be okay.
Okay.
It's not his first time.
Alright.
Doors.
Right, so I'm moving back out to have a look at these other doors. I have to go through the wall so that I can get past Siron there. Sorry, Mark.
That's alright.
I'll try that door that's in front of me.
The one to the north?
To the north, yes.
Okay.
To the north.
It's directly away from me, so therefore it's north.
Okay. Let me roll a dice. Okay, as you try and put your shoulder to this door because it seems fairly well stuck in place. You realise it's fairly well stuck in place.
Crowbar?
Excellent. So we'll try out whatever we've been doing to unstick these sticky doors.
Okay, well, Maywin hands you the crowbar, which gives you +2 to your strength roll.
+2 and a strength roll, which I've been particularly poor at throughout this game, and I am again.
Wow, nat 1. In fact,
Okay.
you bruise yourself quite badly trying to open the door, or you sort of manage to bruise your arm and also wrench your wrist a little as you pound on the thing. In future, any sort of base strength checks. So if I call for a
Yep.
strength check, you're going to get -2 for the remainder of your time in Foxglove Manor.
Roll.
No problems.
The
I
old
shall
crowbar
move.
and the kidney.
The
I'll
roll?
move further down the hallway.
Okay.
Shall I give it a try?
I'm fairly certain Arvin swears a lot and then runs off down the hallway.
Yeah, clutching at his wrist and elbow. Going, far out!
Shall I give it a try
Okay, save the loose
with the
roll.
crowbar?
Well, it's laying on the ground, pretty much where Siron's standing now.
Oh, Siren's going to pick it up and have a go at this doorway right in front of him.
Righto. You get a +2. Crowbar.
+2.
What
Hang
door in front of you?
It'll be net nothing then.
I thought there were only 5.
Siron, the weakling, walks up to the door and pops it open with the crowbar. Because he's got strength damage currently.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Just goes to show he knows how to use his tool properly.
Which door are y'all talking about?
I'm not surprised.
Okay, you swing open the door, or it pops open, obviously very well loosened by Arvin before you. And you can see inside here there are quite a lot of bric-a-brac in here, and there's sheets that sort of lay across over the top of strange lumpy objects. It's quite full in here.
Right, we'll have a poke around and lift up some sheets and see what I can see.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Beautiful. You start popping it up and you see that there are a bunch of crates and sort of you find an old settee sitting up under here. You poke into one of the crates and find that it's filled with old cutlery, but generally nothing of major value here. Most of this sort of stuff is bric-a-brac and pottery and whatnot that seems to be useless now.
Detect magic.
Okay, you detect any magic that Siron has on this current person. But nothing else glows in the room.
Hello?
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 Hello.
Hello?
Huh.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
I've been asking questions. Have y'all just been ignoring me?
Is Libby there? Can anybody
well-
hear Libby?
Who? Libby who? Has she
He's
ever
playing-
Are you guys
truly
playing with
been
me?
here? Maybe a
Who are
little.
you talking, Libby?
Can you hear me or not?
Yes, you can.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear us, Libby? This
Yeah,
is
the
the
question is, can she hear us? I don't think she can.
I don't think she can hear us.
Nope, I think that's right.
Hello?
Hello? Did everybody hear Libby's cat earlier on?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a pretty awesome cat.
I thought Libby was vomiting.
Yeah, it sounded. I thought, gee, there's something unwell going on there.
Well, while we're waiting, I'll go down to the door, the last northern door, and give it a shove.
Okay.
Hello?
You
Hello.
got us now, Libby?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we've been able to
Yes,
hear
we
you all
No.
the time.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, we
can
can.
hear you.
Okay,
That's why we
thanks.
were responding.
Jeez.
Okay, you run forward, Thaven, and just give it a big old shove, expecting it to be locked, and well done, it was. Oh, not locked, stuck. And as you sort of push at it, it pops open, and then into another small square room, which has got blankets and the like laying over large bits and pieces and strange shaped objects.
So detect magic.
Okay, you know with Detect Magic you actually have to be able to see any particular item that is magical. It has to be visible to you. It can't be lying
Yeah, it
underneath.
might be plainly visible. I don't care about the rest.
Okay, that's fine. So you just
That's the
look.
Rick's problem.
Okay, you look into the room and cast Detect Magic, or use Detect Magic. I don't know how you're doing this. Is that a cantrip, is it, or something
Yes, it's a
similar?
cantrip.
Okay. And you look in, and neither of the two blankets that you can see before you covering large lumpy things is magical.
Give him a kick.
Okay. The two giant zombies that are hiding under the blankets groan. No, I'm kidding. You hurt your toes on one of the crates that's underneath that first blanket.
Well, I'll be busy uncrating things.
Okay, you start popping open and breaking open things. You see again, it's full of sort of out of style knickknacks and
Little square tiles, and it's called Murder at the Mystery Mansion.
little who's you what's its and stuff like that. But I will need a perception check from you.
Yeah, that would be
Totally
somewhere
uncivil.
under skills.
Is Libby still with us? I haven't heard her
Yes.
for. Oh, good. I just hadn't heard you for a while. Okay, you have a bit of a poke through all the boxes and the crates, and you find a lovely rocking chair, but you find nothing else of interesting.
You make mention of the rocking chair?
Yeah, oh, that's my rocking chair. You leave it alone.
Oh, I'll wait for him to leave the room. I'm going to go in and rock on his rocking chair.
No. I'm carrying this rocking chair with me now.
I presume that I've still got the crowbar.
We may have to involve some encumbrance rules if you're walking around with a rocking chair in your hands.
That's all right. I can always put it down.
Okay, sure. Yes, I'm assuming that you do have your crowbar. Maywin has not asked for it back as of yet. And
Very
you were
good.
the
I'm going to
last
try this
person
door
with
in
it.
front of me.
Okay, you give it an old crack and a rumble and show up and how bloody useless your strength rolls really are. What's the point of being a big, strong paladin when you can't even open a friggin' door?
Well, they didn't teach me how to fight doors.
Well, you could take some pointers from young Siron there. You pop it open and
Sirens always have to beat a hasty exit, so
again you see some more boxes against the wall and a large sort of lumpy, squarish object in the centre of the room.
Very good. Is it covered in the sheet, is it?
Yes, under a blanket, sorry.
What's it look like outside?
You have a look outside. I can't remember whether it was dark or not, so let's say it's early evening. Just to give it a spooky feel.
Right. Is it stained glass window or is it just a plain window?
That's just a plain window, this one.
The window's intact, it's not shattered, and the roof here is complete?
Yep. Oh, well, the roof has got a couple of holes to it, but the room itself is the window is complete.
Alright, okay. Does it look like it's just this sheet's covering something small like a crate or a statue? Or?
No, it's something large. Sorry for my laughter. I just saw Faven's effect that he's applied to himself.
Yes. He's sitting on his rocking chair in the hallway.
Yeah, I was waiting for the effect. effect rocking to appear.
Oh, is that what?
No. But I just thought you could probably add it to yourself somehow. But anyway, do you want me to add an effect rocking?
No. We'll all assume that I'm rocking. After all, I am Faven the Dancer, rocking bard.
Oh dear.
Oh boy. Okay. I pull the sheet.
Oh.
You pull the sheet, and as you pull it off, you see that underneath it there is a bassinet.
A bassinet.
A bassinet.
Oh. Is there anything inside the bassinet?
A dead baby.
That'd be really sick. Um,
Yep.
just so you
A
know,
zombie baby.
just so you know, there is now a rocking effect there and available. You have a look at the bassinet. It's a completely empty bassinet. Doesn't even sort of have straw mattress or anything like that in it. It appears well used, and you can see you can see that there are teeth marks on the wooden bars. Though.
So is it in reasonably preserved condition? Is it mouldy like everything else up here?
Yeah. It's really
Okay.
quite horrible. Thaven, roll me a reflex save.
I don't care if I get the cat.
Okay, cool. All right. Basically the legs of the rocking chair are on one side, crack and break, which is probably
Oh,
why it was sitting up in an unused storeroom. And you fall off the chair rather unceremoniously.
I mend it
You
with
turd.
my magical mending spell.
Turd. Okay, you mend it and get back on it and sit down and start rocking again. All right.
Yep.
Wow.
All right.
Okie dokie. Who's up next? Oh, Sarah, did I ask for a perception check?
You didn't, but I'll make one
Yeah, that'd be good.
because it seems appropriate all of a sudden.
20, eh? Yeah, you find nothing of use.
Very good. Okay.
You can hear, although you can hear this creepy, repetitive creaking sound coming from up around the corner.
Right. Do I hear a sudden snap and a ah?
Oh, no, that was while you were in that room. You were way too far away to
Okay.
hear that. That's just
Alright.
when you come out of that room and walk up, you can hear this creaking, rocking sound coming from around the
Okay.
corner.
I'll step in that room and have a check my perception of
Okay.
it.
See, Siron's left it in a terrible state. And as such, you don't really notice anything of pertinence.
Come on, Avon, open the bloody door.
No, I'm very door averse at the moment.
Yeah. However, Siron isn't, and he's going to have another go at the door that's in front of him, that's next to Arvin.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh wow.
You jam the crowbar in and give it your all, but this door seems to have gotten the better of you.
I turn to Arvin and say, "Your crowbar, sir."
Fine.
Okay, so that means
Right.
with the crowbar, it's a straight strength roll.
Yeah.
I increased the speed of my rocking. Oh,
Ow.
I knew it!
Oh dear. And Arvin again cannot master the crowbar.
He stalks off down the hallway. Kicks the chair on the way past.
Oh god.
I'll step in there and take a perception check myself.
Sure.
And then afterwards, I'll go get the crowbar and.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Yeah, you notice some lovely wormholes in the wood where some worms seem to have made a home. You see what appears to be a tiny piece of metal wound around like a tiny, tiny little ring that perhaps a mouse husband would have given a mouse wife as an engagement. You notice some splinters that were missing from the roof at your feet, and you pick them up and carefully put them back in place. But other than that, there's nothing of particularly use in here.
Great. I'll go out and give it a go on that door with the crowbar.
Okay.
I'll offer Avon the chair.
I'm not sitting down. That chair will break under me.
No, I
The way-
fixed it.
the way
Not you.
Okay.
Avon, not you.
Righto,
Yeah.
Mayowen gives the crowbar a bit of a push, and the door pops open for her gentle touch.
Song? I'll cover you while you go in.
Again, there are a multitude of boxes and a large sort of shape covered by a sheet.
All right, I'll go in. Do a perception.
Okay.
I follow Merwin in.
Wait, where was I? Perception.
Okay, are you lifting up the sheet and poking at boxes and stuff like that? Okay. You see that there's a lovely wooden oval table here. A chair with some cup holders. Perhaps a TV unit. And not very much else in here.
Boring.
What? A TV unit in a fantasy setting? That's damn exciting. That's proof of time travel.
Sure is. I didn't think about that.
Well, I'll bash my door again.
Okay, so you apply. Wow.
Oh. See, look, Avon. Just take a look.
It was stuck, but he does push it open rather brilliantly. I think you should take up the mage role in the party, Arvin.
Yeah.
I can't. My hand's too sore.
Righto. Okay. You swing open the door. It pops open after a concerted effort of strength from your good self, Faven. Obviously, those years of toned musculature from dancing have paid off finally. A desk and a chair sit in the middle of this drafty room. Chimneys rise to the west, whilst to the east 2 intricate stained glass windows are set into the wall. The northern window depicts a dark-haired woman with pale skin, large green eyes, and a black and red gown. With both hands she wields a jagged iron staff. The southern window's lower half has been broken and patched with canvas. What remains of its upper half depicts a handsome man dressed in regal finery and a crown of ivory and jade. Small scorch marks mar the wood near the broken window. A battered and ruined telescope lies on its side near the desk, and a large trapdoor in the roof has been tied shut by several lengths of rope.
That's in the stained glass.
Uh-huh.
Don't you open that trap door.
Oh, God.
It's in the stained glass, right?
Yeah, it's in the description in the chat. 2 stained glass windows.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, hang on.
Well, seeing I'm in the presence of a crowned individual, I shall get out my crown as well.
Yeah, just hang on a tick. Something may happen here. I didn't read the next bit.
Well, while I'm waiting, I'll get my rocking chair.
Maybe. Oh yeah, no, all good. Oh, good.
Hmm.
You wander
So
in.
there are two chimneys?
There are two chimneys. One to the...
I shall.
Oh, they're both on the western wall. One to the north, one to the south.
Yes, I shall go check one.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
I already did.
Yeah, I know. But I don't take pre-warmed potential perception checks.
Good.
Look at that, you got better. Don't complain at me. You have a good feel around the chimney. You can see sort of like that there are horrible stains around this chimney per se, as if perhaps a huge fireball may have once gone off in this particular corner, but you find nothing in particular.
Mhm. All right. So time enough for me to have headed in and
Ah, well,
joined the
yeah,
exploration in this room.
yeah.
I'll go in and have a look at these windows. The windows have been intriguing me all the way.
Are they?
Oh, we got a door behind us.
Okay, so Arvin, as you step into the room, give me a will save.
Bloody paladins, you can't take them anywhere.
Okay. Oh, excellent. Righto, you see Arvin as he walks in. Suddenly, sort of, he looks at the stained glass window. I think it was the one to the south that's got the hole in it. Yes, the
Yep.
southern windows. You walk in, and immediately you sort of suddenly feel incredibly hot. There's just like a burning heat that wells up inside you. You rush across the room. Uh,
There's a broken window with the
yeah,
canvas.
with the canvas. As you start moving across the room, you feel like you've caught completely on fire, and the only way to put the flames out is to hurl yourself out the window into the sea below. But just as you reach the window, you manage to stop yourself. Your sanity reigns in, and you realise that you're not on fire.
And I can't swim.
Doesn't matter. You were feeling like you were somebody completely different at this point in time, and you managed to stop yourself at the window, realizing that you are not on fire, and that throwing yourself out the window would probably be one of the worst decisions that you ever made.
Well, that's the second time I feel like I've caught fire. Only this one didn't actually hurt me, so a bit different.
Yeah, nobody seems to care. It's all good. Yeah, there's Arvin.
What was that all about? I thought you were going to jump through that canvas.
So did I for a second.
Is the window smashed and open?
What gives?
Which
Oh,
one?
it is. Yeah, it's broken. No, I'm rereading the text.
Yep.
Are you
Right.
all right?
Another one of these little compulsions that seem to affect us when we enter rooms. This place is thoroughly haunted, I would say.
Do you remember anybody from
Alan?
the gallery downstairs that appeared to have drowned?
Or been burnt.
Oh, I don't know.
Let me have a look.
Mm.
That's a good
Oh, I didn't
question.
understand what they turned into.
Yeah.
Their
Serially Foxglove burned, according to Maywin's vision. She would have been the mother of Aldern Foxglove.
Just as a bit of a reminder, from the portrait room, Sarah Lee blackens her portrait blackened and charred, then her arms, legs, and back twist as if broken in dozens of places.
Ah, there you go.
All to the sleeve.
Oh, you sort of look out, and it's actually about a 300-foot drop to the cliff face and waters below. So.
Arvin, come away from the window.
No, I'm all good now.
You're feeling
Oh.
like yourself again.
It's a long way down. Something nasty happened in this room as well. That's all I can say.
Shall we search the desk? Maybe there's a key to the
We are looking for a key.
chamber below.
Okay. You move over towards the desk where Thaven is sitting carefully rocking upon his chair. You have a good look over the desk and see that it appears to have once been a heavily used desk, but that there is nothing even remotely left upon it. Cool draft, or in it, a cool draft circles around the room, chilling all of you to the bone, except for Arvin, who still feels the after effects of possibly being on fire.
Wow. Shall we go back and open this door down here?
Well, do we know anyone about who's in these windows?
That would require a knowledge check of the history nature.
Oh, I've got that. Oh.
That's because you've got all knowledges.
But I actually have history.
Yeah, you've also got all knowledges.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a think about these pictures from a knowledge perspective, but nothing leaps
While
out
I'm
at you.
rocking. Do you get
What?
+2 for rocking what I'm thinking?
Even with the +2, it sort of got to the point where it was on the tip of your tongue, but you just couldn't place them.
Tips of the lips of the tongue.
Oh. And are they similar? The same people in other windows we've seen, or are they different?
They appear to be different.
Okay. All right. No key in this room. Anyone?
We didn't find anything. Go back down and check this door.
All right.
Okay, you try the door handle, Mayowen, but it seems to have been fairly badly rotted and stuck in the room. Stuck in the, you know what I mean. Stuck in the door frame.
Crowbar it.
That's with Arvin at the moment.
Okay.
Good look at that door.
That is a very good look at that door. Seeing you gave me a perception check.
Or can I try to use the crowbar? No, I can't get it.
Okay, you attack that door with the crowbar. As you sort of jam it into the door jamb and pull, you hear a loud, in fact everybody hears a loud scream echo through the attic. It seems to come from one of the doors to the north.
Oh,
Sounds like a scream of pain too.
I'll rush off to those doors.
Siren charges off behind Brother Arvin.
Well, get off of me.
Yeah, I'm waiting for this charge. There we go. And it's my one.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, there you go, Sauron. I'll charge you down the corridor. Okay, you make it to the end two doors of the rooms.
All right. Do I have any better capacity to guess which door it came from?
Give me a perception check. You feel like that there is some kind of sobbing or groaning coming from the door to the east.
All right. Well, let's go for that door.
Rubbing or
Is it
what?
open?
Okay. You rattle the handle, but find that the door is locked.
All right, but someone's in there. I'm going to try and break it down.
As you
Can-
rattle, there is a shriek from within.
Add another. Hey, give him the crowbar. Give him the crowbar.
Is the crowbar
Throw it
coming?
Throw it at him.
Is it getting here fast enough?
Maewyn rushes up and hands the crowbar to Sauron, who passes the baton to Arvin.
Oh, bloody hell!
Who has proven yet again that doors are a paladin's greatest weakness.
Oh dear.
All right. Arvin runs off down the hallway. Oh, very good. Okay. Did you leave the crowbar for anybody else?
I can't hold on to it. My hand's gone all stiff and numb.
Are you gonna give it a try, Sauron?
I'll give it a go.
Okay, Sauron steps
Must-
up.
Move up.
Oh, the weakest character in the party.
He's opened quite a few
Absolutely.
doors today.
Let's just hope when the fighting starts, he's not.
What
Go ahead and get
fighting?
all the bad rolls out.
Oh, bugger.
Okay, you have also managed to. In fact, with you, I'll no. Yeah, you're going to suffer the same effect as Arvin as you rush up and you go to push that crowbar with such gusto, you bang your funny bone against the door or door jamb, and you are also going to suffer a further -2 to any strength-related checks for the rest of the Foxglove Manor adventure.
Right. Okay. I pass the baton to Maewyn and get out of her way.
Let's just hope it works.
I'm still rocking in my chair.
Yeah, I know. Okay, Maewyn pops on up to the door. She gives full power to the crowbar, but the door remains stuck fast.
Okay, I'll go. Knock, knock, knock. Hello? Are you hurt in there? Can I help you?
There is again another shriek, probably of anguish and frustration as you call that
I
out,
can't
but
open the door either.
no language is heard from within, apart from pure frustration.
Got to get that door open.
If I go over and look out the window, can I see the outside of the building over there?
Can I keep trying until I get it?
Yeah, no windows.
You will receive a cumulative -1 for every attempt after the first, I think, if you're trying to do it via strength. Something similar to that. Sounds good to me anyway, so that's what we'll run with. Okay, you try with the crossbow. with the crowbar again. But you see, this door is a strong door, and its lock is equal to the task and holds it shut firmly.
Do we not have any rogue types that might be able to pick a lock, for pity's sake?
Let's see, what would that be?
Disable the device.
Well, I've got a neck too in that, so don't look at me.
Alright.
Hey, don't we have a key from downstairs? Maybe it'll work.
The key is definitely the keyhole is much smaller than the key that you hold for
Used
the
up.
place.
Oh, bummer. Well, while I'm standing there, I could open the door behind me.
Okay. Well, I'm here, she goes. So that one's determined on that. Okay, you turn and attempt to open the door behind you and do so successfully with little trouble.
This will provide us with a run-up.
Oh, God.
Shelves of books line the walls of this room, interspersed with curious objects such as skulls fitted with stubs of candles, tribal fetishes and decorative scroll cases. An empty bird cage lies near the southern wall, beside a small desk and a fine leather chair. Statues and sculptures grin from all corners of the room.
Ooh. I'm definitely going in there. No. Scroll cases, books. Somebody come detect magic.
No, I'm going to use that as a run-up to try and use my broken shoulder to get into that room. There's some poor lady on the other side who's screaming for our attention. Books and scrolls can wait.
Of course, there's a woman involved. Siren wants to get involved.
Well, I'll step back so he can step up.
You can't step back into
Hand
that
me
room.
that crossbar.
I can't step into the room, so I'm stepping.
The room that you're stepping into is the one that's currently locked.
That's the one on my left is locked. The one on my right is the one with the books, correct?
No, the one that you can now see that you couldn't see before is the one with the books. The one that you can't see, which is the one that you were trying to get into, is the one that is locked.
Oh. Well, I thought
No.
we were getting. Oh, it was the one on the. Okay, I had my left and rights messed up.
Okay, save it sits down again. Okay, Siren, are you using that room as a run-up? Are you entering the
I
room?
am. I am going to charge that door, crossbow in hand. I'm not sure I'm going to use not the crossbow, the crowbar in hand.
Well, you'll get +2 from the run-up, nothing from the crowbar.
All right, so I'm at a grand total of -2. All right,
I'll cheer him on. Moral support.
very good. I charge.
Do you laugh as he bounces off?
I'm intending to.
Yeah, well,
Right.
he bounces off really quite hard against the door, and he just bounces back.
Gets prepared to go again. Unless one of you guys have got a better plan, I'm going to be doing this all night.
Okay.
Well, actually, I have got a better plan.
And
remember,
that is.
If you'd be willing to lend me the crowbar.
Siren hands him the crowbar.
And
ooh, he's casting himself a spell.
He is.
There will be an effect. There will be an effect that we need to add.
Yeah, there is. Heroism. There we go. And I'm getting +2. And I'm going to ask the cleric to assist me with opening the door.
He can't. There's not enough space.
Oh,
Tight
that's
little,
his excuse.
tight little corridors.
Well, he can run up behind me and push.
That doesn't help you use a crowbar. That just makes you splatter against the door whilst using a crowbar.
That's the toughest door in the known universe.
Did the heroism actually work?
Actually, no, I don't think it must have, because the crowbar gave me 2 and my strength gives me 2. But even so, it's only 12.
Oh, hang on. Saving throw 2 morale, skills 2 morale. Heroism doesn't give you any strength.
No, I was thinking of a skill used for the crowbar. That's all right. All right, then I'm going to pick the lock.
Okay.
On
Go
the
for it.
off chance that this may work.
Hey!
Yes!
May not be enough.
Do you have lockpicks?
Oh, don't go asking. That's a bad question to ask.
You got a crowbar?
Does someone in the party have lockpicks? I do. My God, I've got lockpicks in my inventory.
Okay, so you don't lose that, so that's... You would have gotten an extra 2 on that. So...
Jesus, what do you need for this?
Where's the difficulty? Right there. Okay. You feel like you're making some progress, but this lock is just too complex for you.
Oh, what's outside the window that's
Yeah, it's
directly
about
in
what I
front of
was
the
thinking
hallway?
too, yeah. Smash through the window.
That's right. Is there a rooftop outside? Is for the lower floor, or is it a drop?
There is a rooftop outside. It's fairly well slanted, but it's right near the edge of the building too.
Siron prepares his run up again.
I get my grappling hook and rope out.
All right. Let's go through the window.
Yes. Throw the
Down to
grappling hook up onto the roof to catch on the gutter,
Okay.
and then try and shimmy across if there's a window in this room.
Righto. Well, you can see that once you sort of shatter the window and you hurl your grappling hook above you, you catch it.
Excuse me. Back in a moment.
You catch it solidly into the roof above, although it feels like it sinks a little bit too easily into the roof. You then sort of look across and you can see that there is a section of wall and basically a 30 to actually probably about a 40 to 45 foot drop below you, but you can see the edge of a window. Hang on a tick, I'll reveal a little bit of that. So we're going to need an acrobatics check from you.
Oh, I knew you'd ask for this silly ideas about things like that.
How dare I ask for things that are in the rules.
Piece of cake.
Okay, you see Thaven swing, or you see him sort of drop down slightly and then swings past the window. The rope creaking and groaning, and you all sort of listen and hear as you sort of see the grappling hook, the hooks of the grapple hook clearly rip through the roof above just the edge of that sort of corridor, and you can see it's only just managing to hold in. But Thaver manages to swing out to the window point, and as you reach that window edge, you notice that the drapes over the window are drawn.
Good. They won't see me coming.
Okay. So you got your fingertips in the side, you're hanging there, what are you doing?
I will... I think we just do the dramatic jump and roll through the window.
Okay.
Actually, no. I will hit it first with my mace, just to get the brake started, and then leap through the window.
Okay, give me another acrobatics check as you do that.
Oh, I'm not asking for too much.
Well,
what can you do to improve acrobatics? Is there anything you can do?
Well,
We don't have any systems to improve a roll, do we?
it's a skill check, so
Yeah, I know.
so you get
So the best of it is
You're getting your
The
heroism,
heroism
mode,
I'm
isn't
already using.
Yep.
Yeah. But I want more.
it? But wait,
I
there's
want
no more.
No, there is no more. No, there isn't. Oh well.
Okay. That makes me pause to think, what would the difficulty check be for an acrobatus holding one rope with one hand, grabbing an iron mace with the other, whilst trying to use his toes to keep the window in place without the pendulum effect occurring, swinging back across the room, maybe dropping from 45 feet? And the answer would be
14.
I love his optimism. Hang on. I was just looking for my DM screen. It's not too far from me, so I shall swing it
Oh, it's
open.
gonna be 13, but we are heroes after all.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, moving through. Long jump, high jump, acrobatics. Okay, slightly slippery. Yes. Okay. Okay. Right. Right, you go to grab out your mace, deciding that speed is the much better ally for you here. If you can whip out that mace and throw it through the window and tumble through at the same time, everything will be brilliant. Unfortunately, as you go to grab the mace and bring your hand up, you realise that your feet just aren't holding on as well as you thought they were. You fumble. The mace drops from your hand, disappearing to the ground below with a thud as you slide back across the wall and maybe lose your grip on your rope. Give me a reflex save.
See, that's the trouble for asking for rolls.
Right, everybody, you hear a loud thump. And the rope seems to swing past, or just dangle from the window ahead of you. 45. What's that? 4d6.
Well, it depends. If I hang on to the rope, I might be able to slow myself.
No, that's what the reflex save was about. That's what we want. Right, pick 4. Thaven, you take 13 points of damage as you land prone at the base of the building. Where's the combat tracker? There it is there. Oops. Oh, I'm giving it to Cyron. Hang on.
Oh, that's fair enough.
I'll give it to Thaven. Okay. As you look up at the window and your rope dangling down, your rope probably actually reaches all the way to the ground. It'd be 50
Right,
foot
yeah, 50 feet.
50
Yep.
feet of rope. Well, you could stand up and grab it anyway. It dangles slightly above ground level.
Excellent. So that's not gone so well. Thaven, are you okay?
Yeah, just a bruise, like the rest of us.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna give it another go. It's just a flesh wound.
So are you
Alright.
gonna actually come in via the building, or are you gonna
No, I'm gonna climb up the outside on the rope.
You're gonna climb up the rope? Okay, give me a climbing check.
Oh, you keep doing this. Dumb idea.
That's the rules of the game.
But we're supposed to be heroes, not fools, not Keystone Cops.
Oh, you know, the Keystone Cops were my heroes. They were funny.
Sauron charges the door again.
Oh God, he's still in the door.
Okay, you managed to climb up, Thaven. It's not too
All
hard
right,
with a
well,
rope beside the
get
wall.
my mace. Don't forget to get my mace.
Okay, you walk over, pick it up, start clambering back up, and you make it up to the window just to see Cyron throw himself at the door.
Oh, well, I'll wait a few seconds to see how that goes. I don't want to miss this.
Bounce.
He did too.
He
Right.
did.
Okay, well, we repeat with practice now, our acrobatics roll.
Sure.
I think we leave. I think we leave this place. Just say
This is-
screw it and leave.
Is there still screaming from inside, or are they laughing now?
There is
Don't
definitely
forget my rocking chair.
screaming from somebody, but I think it's the person that just fell another 45 foot back down to the ground. Give me a reflex save.
Oh, that's asking for trouble.
Oh, nice.
Oh no, I can make it this time.
Oh.
That's because of practice, you see.
Okay. Right. You go running across the wall doing your whole Mission Impossible spiel. You even think you hear
I
the,
forgot
as,
to do the pendulum.
as you see Thaven swing past the window, you're fairly certain you hear him going dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
And then as you see he does that, you can see his fingers that normally strum his lute let go of the rope because he doesn't need that shit anymore. And the grappling hook falls from the roof and you see it bounce down the side of the building, and then sort of Thaven opens his eyes wide in realizing how absolutely stupid he's been. And he reaches out his fingertips for anything that he can find. And you see he actually is now dangling from the rotten wood that surrounds the window of that room.
Backflip time.
Okay, give me another acrobatics check.
Yeah, if I persist at this, stats are on my side.
Sure.
Hang
on. So what, another nat one? Look at that.
Oh, look at that. Well, one less, but
Okay,
that's not bad.
with your head hanging out the window, you see Thaven flip backwards from his perspective. You see he just somehow manages to kick off using his fingers as a pendulum. He rotates through a 180 degrees before you hear the shattering of glass, and he disappears into the room that he's so desperately been trying to get into for so long. Okay.
All right. What's it going to take for us just to cut our way into this door, through this door?
Well, just hang on a sec, because this is going to be fun. I just need to... I'm going to give you some glass damage too, by the way, as you head through.
A small step for kobold, a huge leap for kobold kind!
Apparently Thaven's a kobold now.
What was it before?
Definitely not a kobold. Okay, so you take 4 points of damage from glass shredding at your skin.
How do you get that effect to operate through your headset microphone?
Oh, please don't
David,
ask him that.
Hang it. I don't have a headset. I've got a desk microphone.
Ah.
Are we getting an echo again?
No?
No?
No, I can replay the kobold again and again and again if you like.
Yeah, no, we're good. Okay, no, actually, I will cut back to you. So you take 4 points of glass damage as you roll through the drapes and into a darkened room, Thaven. Okay, so Arvin.
Well, that's
Well,
exciting.
This door is not budging from the repeated shoulder charging. I'm just wondering, can we, cut into it?
Of course you can. That's always an option. The door is a very sturdy door. It is made of a very sort of high quality, heavy density wood, which means it would probably soak up 5 points of any damage done to it. And a good wooden door. Yeah, but yeah, looks like you'd have to do reasonable amount of damage to it to get in. But it's certainly doable.
Well, I don't know how else we're going to get in.
Mhm.
Really? So,
What is it? What is it? Oh, sweet girl.
that cat.
She really that cat really wants to get into that door. She's going, yeah,
Well, Siren's wanting to know why
yeah.
Arvin's standing in front of the door because he's ready to go again.
Well, I'll step out of the way while you want to charge it again with your charge.
What's his negative cognitive up to now?
Oh, it's only -2 because I've got the charge on.
Oh.
Yeah, but you lose one for every attempt that you make.
Oh, you never said that.
No,
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, what am I up to then? That's something ridiculous. It's got to be up to
Probably.
-5 then by now.
I think you've only tried three shoulder rushes, so this should be the -3 run.
All right, so -5 in total, given my strength modifier presently.
Mm-hmm.
All right, charge. Okay, I need to take a screenshot of this. The dice hasn't. Well, why has that not? I'm looking at a 19 on my screen before modification, which would take it down to 14.
Mm-hmm.
Result hasn't come through the.
So result means you bounce off the door regardless.
All right. Okay.
You again bounce off the door. Okay, I think I've left Thaven in sort of suspense for a little too long.
Did I pull the curtain down with me so the room's lit up?
Yeah. Oh well, it's night time outside. Remember,
Oh,
but
right.
yes, you do. As you disentangle yourself from the blinds that have wrapped itself around your body, you note immediately that this room is cold and damp, more so than most of the rooms that you've currently been in. An old armoire stands near the eastern wall, and the ceiling slopes down to only 4 feet high to the northeast, leaving little room for the small window that you've just managed to flip yourself into. You see a full-sized mirror in a dark wooden frame of coiling roses leaning against the bricks of this room, angled toward that tiny window itself. You see here
I'm not looking.
Aren't you? Okay, you don't see anything then.
The mirror.
No, not at the mirror. I'm not talking about the mirror. There's something else in here.
Oh, that's all right, but I'm not looking at the mirror.
Okay.
Come on.
Just bear with me for 2
Come on back. Come on.
And when I get an action, I'm throwing a light spell.
Okay, right. Right, so you see sitting in a chair right next to the mirror.
A rocking chair?
No, not a rocking chair. Is a woman that's just staring directly into the rocking into the mirror, not the rocking, not the rocking chair. And she's just staring, glaring at it and groaning as she seems to be completely entranced by it. In fact, so much so that she didn't even note you as you came in. Probably won't show you that picture of her just yet. She's hunched over looking at the window.
So where's her actual sitting square? The one below the door?
One next to kind of, in fact, you've just rolled to probably the side there, and the mirror is right next to the armoire, and so's the chair. So actually, I can probably drop her.
Right.
Hang on.
The mirror's facing the window, correct?
Hang on a tick. I can drop her in. So if I get rid of that now and do that, and then yeah, hang on. Just let me. I will do that. And then do that. So she's sitting there
Uh-huh.
currently.
And the mirror is facing the window, correct?
The mirror's just laying, yeah, it's sort of wedged between the armoire and the wall, and it's sort of facing back towards the window.
Yeah.
Okay, throwing a light spell and retreating to the door.
Okay, you do precisely that. It does not seem to, in any way, shape, or form, cause her to react.
Look for a key.
Okay, you see that there is no key in the door. You do hear a muffled thump against the door as if somebody swung a wet rag against it, but apart from that, nothing much.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna throw a heal spell on myself.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's everybody else doing?
Well, I was going to try and just belt the door down by attacking it with the crowbar.
With the crowbar? Okay, that makes that an improvised weapon that only does d4 plus your strength.
But what if, can I power attack an improvised weapon?
Yeah.
All right. So,
See when you move back to that corner, by the way, Faven, that you actually there's a bunch of crates that you had to maneuver around. They've been set up so where you're currently standing, you can't see the woman. It's almost as if somebody was
Okay.
trying to hide her.
Okay. Well, while they're busy doing stuff outside, I'll have a look around, see if I can find any key on the floor or something.
Okay, give me a perception check, and Arvin, give me an attack.
all right. So I'm just trying to work out what the. Can I just use the longsword power attack, or just in
Sure.
modify it? So it should be minus.
Well, you automatically hit.
Okay, so just damage.
Yeah, just damage. You're not gonna miss a door.
Oh, he might.
All right, so it's one d4 plus what's my hang on, power attack damage. So it'll be 1d4 plus twice my strength, isn't it? Power attack.
I don't know.
So
Power attack. I don't have it.
that's all. It's the trouble with everything being automated.
I forget what it was.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah, so +4. So -2 to the attack, +4 to damage. So I'll be +8, 1d4 +8 to damage. So if I put +8 in there, and so I'll initially do
Okay, 11 points
that
of
damage.
Righto, there is a loud thud and you see a portion of the crowbar almost pierce its way through the door from your side, Faven. That does 6 points of damage to the door. So you put a nice hole in it, but the door is still standing resolutely against your attack.
Mm-hmm. Is anyone doing anything else, or am I going to hit it again?
Hit it again, mate. Go for it.
Did I find anything?
No. Lots of knickknacks and stuff like that, but really the one thing that you do note is that all those crates and stuff like that have been set up to hide this woman. Okay, your next attack is following the pattern that you've had with doors, and you feel a little soft with the door, but as you do break it, you actually notice one of the hinges breaks as well. So the door is really close to possibly not having a good day.
All right, we'll hit it again.
Do I recognise her?
Quite possibly. Okay, the door shatters inwards as you considered looking at her. You can see she's just sitting there looking at herself in the mirror and sobbing. The rest of you see the door breaks open, and you can see the woman that you have all seen in portraits and stuff like that. The dark-haired Varusian Aisha sits sobbing, looking into a mirror. Well, actually, the guys behind you don't see that, but you hear a woman sobbing behind some crates.
All right.
Right.
Well, I will take my cloak off and throw it over the mirror.
I thought that they couldn't see because of the crates.
Yeah, well, that's why I just said that you don't see her, but you hear her. And Arvin pushes his way through the crates just as Thaven throws his cloak over the mirror. What's Siron and Mayowen doing at this point?
I'm gonna step up to cover.
There's a screaming woman. Siren must be in the room.
Okay. Okay, as soon as the cloak, you all sort of make a rush for the room and the door. Arvin, you come and you can see, you push down the crates so all of those behind you can see this woman on the chair, and then you see Thaven's cloak land across the mirror that she's been staring into, and as soon as it does, she immediately stands up and unleashes an extremely loud shriek. I need will saves for all of you. This is a This is a mind affecting fear effect. So if you have bonuses against that,
What just happened? What did you say just happened?
I said she stood up and has let out a loud shriek, and I need a will save from all of you.
Is this a sonic affecting spell?
I would say that being that it's a shriek, yes.
Alright, so I can do a counter song. Something which depends on the sound. And can you make it perform? A creature, and anyone who wants to can use my perform roll as their saving throw as a substitute for their own saving throw.
Okay. Now then, make your perform check.
Yeah. So it's a voluntary choice. You don't have to take it. Singing, where are we? So if you don't roll 23 for your save, you can take 23.
All right.
Well-based save throw.
I'm immune to fear, and anyone within my aura gets +4 morale bonus as well to save throws within 10 feet.
So I got 22. Ooh. She's not a Parisian beauty anymore.
Okay. So this is the figure that stands and whirls around before you.
Pretty.
She wasn't my dancing partner, was she?
She is Aisha Foxglove.
Yeah.
Okay. You all pass the save as she screams loudly, and at the end of the scream, she calls out, "Alden, I can smell your fear. You'll be in my arms soon." Roll initiative.
Initiative.
I can smell your fear. Is it Eldon or Alden?
Alden.
Okay.
Not Arvin.
Oh, initiative. What the heck did I get there, guys?
Okay, Arvin, you are the first to react after that has happened.
Alright, now having seen her up close, is she alive in my mind?
Make a knowledge religion check. Or heal check. Either or.
Knowledge religion's probably going to be my preferred method.
She doesn't look great, but you don't know whether she's dead or alive. She's exceptionally pale and has like large amounts of blood all over her, and looks as if she had a. Oh, she the one that was killed by slitting her throat, or was she? But yeah, no, you're not 100% certain with that roll, regardless.
Alright. Alright, well then I will ready an attack but hold off until she attacks one of us and say to her, or say generally to the party, she's pursuing Olden. She can talk, but she doesn't look well. Aid her, Siron.
Okay, Sauron.
Sauron says, I've been aiding the lot of you all day long. There's not much that I can do to aid her at this particular point in time.
He's been working in the coal mine. Sorry, okay.
And so, where am I standing? There I am. Okay. But I do cast on a searing light at her.
Oh, okay. So that sounds very attacky.
It does sound very aggressive, doesn't it?
It does.
1d6 per cast level. Undead particularly vulnerable to bright light. 1d8 per caster level. Okay. It's a ray. So does the ray automatically hit? I think it does.
No,
doesn't it?
no. You must succeed on a ranged touch attack to strike your target. Creature struck
Okay.
by this ray of light takes 1d8 points of damage. An undead creature takes 1d6 points of damage per caster level. And an undead creature particularly vulnerable. Righto. So, I need to have a look at Aisha just to see if she's an undead creature or not. Whether she's particularly affected by sunlight. Okay, she's not particularly affected by sunlight, but she may just fall into the undead category.
May just okay, all right.
However,
Okay, so
that's only mechanically, so you're using d6s for damage, and 6d6 thereof.
all right. So let's attempt to hit her with the ray first. So that's a 50. Oh, it does hit. Excellent.
No, you hit Arvin Guilt. Hang on a minute.
Oh, I didn't attempt to hit him.
Her touch is 13, so that would have hit.
Okay, all right.
Stop targeting me.
Yes, okay, all right. So I'll
He can't
target
resist you.
acquired.
Okay, wow. Yeah. Status wounded. Yeah, that sucks. That turns it from that to that. Okay, Sauron lets out a blast of light as if he was Dagger from the Cloak and Dagger team. And it envelops this creature who immediately, whilst was focused sort of looking upwards and outwards and not at anyone in particular, suddenly settles her gaze on Sauron.
I think I may have made a mistake here.
Righto, so clicking the dare button.
Yes.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Right, if she moves to attack, then I'll take my move.
Okay, well then take your move because she definitely raises her hands and seems intent on barging her way past you to get at young Siron.
Alright, so I'll hit out with our sword, which is what? 1 miss and 1 hit.
Mm-hmm.
For that many damage.
Okay. Click on the down button for me, right. Okay. Anything in here that helps her? Okay, but suddenly her eyes, where she was focused on Siron, now focus on her more immediate threat, being yourself. She lashes out at you with 2 claws.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, both of them strike you. Both of them also give her an ability to grapple you at the same time. Pardon me. So, first lot of damage is 12. She makes a CMB thingy, whatchamacallit. There we go. And grapples you.
Holy moly! She's a powerful beastie.
Don't know what you're talking about. No. She's also considered grappled as well, isn't she?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's that, and the second attack does that many points of damage to young Arvin. Okay. So she grabs and grapples you, just as she lashes across you with her claws, Maewyn.
Alright, so will precise shot then allow me to shoot at her
Yes.
and him in a grapple?
Well, you don't want to shoot him, just her. That's why you've got precise shot.
Okay. So then if this works the way I read it, I'm gonna get 4 shots. The first 3
Okay, I
at
wouldn't target Arvin Guilt. Everybody wants to target Arvin for some reason.
I feel like I'm a target today.
I didn't target anybody, that just was on there.
Well, you're targeting her now.
Anyway, as I read this, I get 4 shots, 3 at my highest attack,
Uh-huh.
and on top of that, she's undead,
Uh-huh.
which is my second favorite enemy, and I took that at, I get a +4. My second one. Let's see. But if I doing this, I have to use rapid shot, which takes a -2 off, so that only gives me a +2. But because it's point blank, I get a +1, so now I'm back to 3. So here we go. I hope I hit her. So I get 3 shots at the highest. So that's 1.
You were using a longsword, weren't you, Arvin?
Yes.
2,
Which is slashing weapon?
3.
Slashing.
Okay, she gets
4.
five hit points back. She... Oh no. No, she doesn't. Slashing is what you need to hurt her. Righto. Yep, go. You hit, and... Oh, hang on. I'm looking at the wrong attacks. So...
There's a miss, hit.
Hit, miss,
No,
hit. 3 hits.
Hit, miss, hit. And then, let's see. What does it do better? damage gets 1.
Don't roll it all at once. You gotta roll me damage
Okay, so I don't lose
singularly.
the minus. I lose the -2 for rapid shot because that was just attack. So I've got a +4 because she's undead, and I've got a +1 because it's point blank. So that's 2 plus 1. Yeah, I missed. 2 at +1 and 1. Okay, 2 at +5. Okay. Why did I not put it on her? Okay, another one at +5. And then that one. Well, it still gets a +5. Cool.
Okay. Your 3 arrows sink into Aisha. Thaven.
What level does a wand have to be?
Wands are generally the lowest level they can be.
Yeah, which is? Do you remember?
Well, what's the spell?
Oh, magic missile.
So it's a first level wand. Although I
Hmm.
think the earliest you can actually craft a wand is 3rd level.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah,
So
3rd or 5th.
that means it has two magical bolts of energy.
Hmm. All right. So, choose heavily damage. Is there a opportunity attack for withdrawing?
She's grappled, so she can't.
Ah, she can't. Oh, cool. All right. Well, I'll step back there. And actually, I do want to target Arvin, unlike everybody else. And press that button. Then I'll cast a heal on him.
Okay.
Thank you.
And that will be it.
Sauron.
Starts. As a free action, apologising to Aisha. That was most unfair of me. And my lady, you do dance like a dream. I'm attempting to lull her into a false sense of security right about now with a wonderful diplomacy check to try and reduce her level of aggression, though wasted it may be. I heard you screaming and in pain earlier. Tell us, what has caused you so much pain?
Okay. You attempt your attempted diplomacy. Click the down button. We'll see what happens when we get to her turn.
Like this, attack first, ask questions second.
Yes.
Sauron appreciates that he acted a little rashly.
I will attempt to break the grapple. So that's what, a full attack action,
Mm-hmm.
combat maneuver,
Mm-hmm.
targeting her. Miss.
Okay. You fail. She still has you in her grasp. Okay.
All right.
Right. Comes to her turn. She releases you from her grasp. She steps to that point there, and she attempts to overrun Sauron. And she's heading for the door. How to move through a threatened area.
It's acrobatics roll. She got it.
Well, it is an acrobatics roll, or she can probably just try and push them out. Let's have a look at your skills, love. Yeah, not real great on the old skill check. Garama.
Go. That's a.
That's a what? Fool's Rush. Pathfinder. Fool Rush Pathfinder. There we go.
Gonna bull rush 2 people, 3 people.
You can do it. She just needs
Yeah,
to.
just wondering.
She just needs to get a big enough success. Combat maneuvers, bull rush. There we are. Make a bull rush a stand action or part of a charge and place them in melee attack. You can only bull rush an opponent who is no more than one size category larger than you. Bull rush attempts to push an opponent straight back without doing any harm. If you do not have the improved, initiating a bull's rush provokes an attack opportunity from the target of your maneuver. If your attack is successful, your target's pushed back 5 feet. For every 5 by which your attack exceeds your opponent's CMD, you can push the target back an additional 5 feet. You can move with the target if you wish, but you must have the available movement to do so. Bull rush a creature into a square. There's like if there is another creature in you must immediately make a combat move check. Bull rush that, you take a -4 penalty for each creature being pushed beyond the first. If you're successful, you can continue to push creatures. Okay. So she moves forward. I will point out that Thaven or Arvin, you can make attacks of opportunity.
So she's just trying to rush past us, right?
She's trying to get to the door from what you're looking at. And
she called out saying she was going after Alden earlier. Just a thought, guys, but what if we just let her go and chase her?
Why?
See where she goes.
Okay.
I want to kill her and get the key off of her.
Okay. I'm just going to say that I assume that that's your line of thought.
That's my line of thought, and that's what I call out.
So you're not going to attack her of opportunity, her? She makes a CMB check against Siron. 25. Siron's CMD is 13, so that would allow her to move him 10 feet. Now I have to make another check against Mayon, but with a -4 penalty.
So David didn't take an opportunity.
Well, he decided. Oh, well, it's up to Thaven whether he does or not. I have given him the option.
David? Oh, David.
Okay.
Are you going to take an attack of opportunity? We've lost him. Kivo?
Well, he can still make it after this anyway, so I'll make another CMB check. Oh, God. Righto. Okay. And she fails. She gets real frustrated. She moves, at the moment actually, oh yeah, well people can because she's making bull rush. She pushes Siron. Siron goes flying through the air, but he hits Maewyn and stops dead right where he is. Kevin, are you here?
You typed in chat, no attack.
Okay, no attack, righto. Okay, so that she lets out a scream of anguish at that too, but nothing that requires any saving throws or anything like that. So, Maewyn, your action.
Let her go and she might lead us to Alden.
Don't think so.
That's who she wants to get to.
I don't think he's here.
We'll find out.
Well, I jumped back in astonishment and hold my action.
Okay, where do you jump back to?
Well, don't jump back, but I mean,
So
I don't
you,
jump back. I squeezed myself up in the corner in surprise.
okay.
There's a door behind her she can jump back through.
I know, but if she moves, she can't take any other action regardless. She can't move and hold an action, so she needs to decide what she's doing. You need to decide what you're doing, whether you're moving or whether you're just holding your action.
I'm just holding my action.
Saving.
What's David gonna do?
Oh, it's actually Stevenson. So is she actually moving?
She tried
She's
to.
trying to.
She's trying to get to the door. She pushed
Oh,
Siren.
right, and we're in her way.
She pushed
Okay,
Siren,
yeah.
and he fell against Mayowen, who's like a brick shithouse, and she sort of stood still. And Siren bounced
Okay.
off her.
All right, well, I back up in the corner also and unimpede her way.
Okay. Siren?
We're losing
Sorry, Siren
voice.
Yes, Siren.
is shuffling out of the rooms to see where it is that she's going to go. Now, if that provokes an attack of opportunity, so be it.
Okay, well,
Oh,
She's got out the window.
Why did she throw me out the window for? It's not very nice.
she didn't attack you.
She didn't? All right.
No.
Step in that doorway. So she can run past.
As I leave, I say, I'm sorry, my lady, I did slight you. For that, I continue to apologise. Allow me to allow you ease of egress past us.
Mm-hmm.
It's sickening.
It is. It's a nice bit of role playing, though. He wants to get himself a bit of undead lady.
I'm still prepared to dance with her. If she's prepared to dance, I'm prepared to dance with her.
Arvin.
You can dance with me. I am the dancer.
All right. Well, I'm very keen to chase after her, so I will hold my action until after she goes, and then I shall pursue her, and hopefully she runs off, and I'll chase her.
Okay. Alright, she moves next to Mayowen, and as Mayowen is in her way, she bull rushes her. So that gives Arvin or Thaven an attack of opportunity if you shoot. So,
I've made my decision about that.
Okay,
Pass.
right on. So she makes a bull rush attack. And Mayowen just holds her still where she is, and she gets real frustrated about it. Yeah, she's not happy, and you can tell it. And you see her eyes swing on Mayowen. In fact, she still has actions. Oh no, the Bull's Rush is a standard combat action, isn't it? Righto.
Yeah, combat maneuver.
Mayowen.
She's still got grappled on herself too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Are we sure about letting her get past us?
Would that made an effect?
I think it makes her -2 on her CMB.
Okay, so Mayowen CMD is 23, so it wouldn't have affected. Okay. All good.
And
Are
Arvin.
we sure we want to let her through?
Yes.
Well, then I'll just step back into that doorway.
Okay. Thaven?
I'm holding my action. I'm going to probably follow Arwen. Sorry, not Arwen. Arwen.
Okay. Siron?
So I can finish my action. Oh, you already have.
I have.
So quick.
I'm continuing to find a way to get out of her way, and so I'll move here.
Move into the doorway.
So she's got a free passage past me if she comes down the hallway. Still yelling out apologies.
What a sucker.
We too are also searching for Alden Foxglove. If you find him, we will assist.
Okay.
I'll continue to hold till she moves.
Righto. What happened to the scarf? Can I ask? Did anybody pocket that?
Scarf.
I thought we pinned it to the floor with a
Okay.
dagger.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
pinned it to the floor. Yeah, that's what you did.
What's your movement? Lovely. Okay. Ah, there we are. Hey. Okay. She exits out into the corridor and heads directly down past all of the doors that you're standing in.
Yeah, well, I will chase after her at. I'll double move but stay behind her.
Okay. Let me just do this. And we'll set, over to 19.5. Is anybody taking an action before Mayo? Haven apparently is. So we'll make your initiative now 19.25. So Haven now moves. Mayo.
I'll head out. Well, I can't get myself.
God, it's turned into the undead conga line.
Woo! Start singing for us, Raven. Maywin might be able to have some revenge on Alden Foxglove herself with the assistance of the undead.
I don't think we're gonna find him here.
So,
I want to join the Congo. I want to join the Congo line, but I can't get out into that hallway at the moment.
okay, so you're holding your action?
So yes, I'm going to hold my action.
Okay, there she goes. Did you mention there's a way for me to do their movement? Kevin, was it a control? It is control button.
You can use the
Control.
up the top left the multi-dot thing to select everyone, but it doesn't
No,
the Congo line. It just
but me, I'm sort of trying to do her. So that's 5, 10, 15,
the control. Yeah, hold control down. Yeah, while you do it.
20, 25. So she's going to be there at the end of this. Which is actually down there now. 30, right. So that brings out Arvin.
I'm double moving to get to there.
Okay.
Keep chasing her, I say, as I'm slowly conking my way down the hallway.
Stairs are
Where's
difficult terrain, so you can't actually move out onto them.
Oh, okay.
You'll get to there.
Move me to there.
Siron, are you slipping in behind Arvin just to annoy Thaven?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought you might be. Hang on a minute. I'll give
Mostly
you...
because I'm chasing Arvin, but definitely a little bit to annoy Thaven.
Sure. Okay, so Siron, make your move first.
Holy, what on my?
Are you
This
just
is really-
moving up behind Thaven? I mean,
Yeah,
Arvin?
no, I'm not. I'm doing yes.
Okay.
That's
all good.
precisely what I'm doing.
Righto.
Yes,
Thaven,
my lord.
There's so many thingies on the map now.
I'm moving as far as I can get, or less whatever difficult ground there is.
yeah, no, you're pretty good where you put it. Saban just runs past you all.
That's all right.
And Maywin.
He'll probably run past all of us.
I can go 60. But I don't know what happens when I get to the stairs.
Yeah, you'll stop on the stairs, so I'll just move you there. Basically. Okay. So that's Maywin done as you'll chase after this young spirited lady who then continues her journey.
She's very spirited.
She's a frightening looking banshee woman. God.
Was it you, Maywin, that witnessed the scarf strangulation? Was that your one?
Let me go back and see.
25,
2, 3, 4,
30.
5.
You're 30 to there, Arvin, so
So I can go 40, so move me there for a double. Oh, it's downstairs, so yeah, that's right.
so you can move another 10 feet to get to there.
thanks.
No worries.
Thank.
Siron,
Continuing
10,
the Binny
15,
Hall sketch. Yep.
25, 30.
Let's just put me here, say.
You're 35 to there, so you can move up behind Arvin.
Yep.
Just try and not make you on Arvin. Righto. Thaven moves 130 feet. Nice work.
God, he's a lot of.
Righto, Maywin, you're 5, 10, 15. You're 20 feet to there, which is right behind Siron. So, 30,
Another 40.
40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So you will be there at the end of this turn. I'm going to need to bring up another map, aren't I? Images and maps. Foxglove Manor ground. There we go. Better share that about the place liberally. Yes, we have her. 5, 10, 15.
Sorry, down in the bathroom.
She goes 15 to there. And then 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. She then moves to there. Okay, that brings us around to Arvin, who
Just, I'll try and get down the stairs as quickly as I can.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. This round you'll only be able to get to there, just slightly in front of Thaven.
Yep.
We'll let Thaven go first. Which means 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It'll take you 30 Thaven to appear on the map here.
Ooh, I'm big.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm adjusting that. There we go.
So I will just go over there and watch.
He likes to watch.
I do.
That brings Siron back around behind. Arvin. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
What was in the
It's 45 to there. So you got another 15 feet of movement. Maywin. Oh, look, there's Siron already in that map. I better delete him.
And Maywin too. She's there twice.
Where's Maywin on that map?
In the,
In the
in the
hallway,
corridor.
bathroom.
Oh, yeah, okay. Gotcha. So, before I explain what's going on next, I think we will have a 5-minute drink break.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what was in that spot that she's standing on? I had to find my note.
Monkey.
We'll be back in 5 minutes, people of the interwebs. I think Libby will be here shortly. Hello, people of the internet. We're back to where we are. So, we'll wait for Libby to get here.
I'm here.
Help, and she's here. So, at this point, Maelwyn and Thaven, you both stare and you see this woman standing above the mouldy stain, right next to the monkey head that has been discarded upon the ground. And she lets out a scream. Which sort of scream is it? Is it a naughty scream? Does she have naughty screams? Yes. In fact, she lets out a naughty scream, so I need will saves and maybe even a whatever the thing is that you did before, Fabian.
Yes. 30.
Okay. So pretty much everybody's going to pass a save with a 30. So the singing of your barb protects you against the baleful shriek from the creature as she turns her attacks to the ground beneath her feet, smashing at the floorboards, and you can see splinters start to rise from the mouldy damage of it. Arvin and Siron, we will bring you onto this map. Arvin,
What did you say happened after she screamed?
She started slamming the floor beneath her feet, and you can see she's ripping up the floorboards, and there's splinters beginning to happen.
So that
and
was
stuff.
That was the area of the basement we couldn't get into. She's above.
Yeah, so there, Mayo and I think saw a pattern in the mould of a staircase descending downways, but it was just a mouldy pattern.
That's right.
Mm. And, okay. So, is anybody doing anything with their turns, or are you just watching her?
Just watching.
Okay. Then, what I will do is flick through a few rounds, just so my round counter is on the right number. As you stand and watch her for around about a minute, she slams at the floorboards. You see it tears at her bony hands and flesh rips away, but she seems not to care. And then, where the spiral staircase mouldy pattern was, she opens a hole and leaps down into it. So she goes from there to there-ish. What do you... So I'll click the... She's now not on that. Oh, good. So Arvin first.
I shall pursue her.
Okay. You stand above the hole. You can see that the hole's only person-sized enough, and she's standing at the top of a spiral staircase. If you have a look at the other map. She's standing at the top of a spiral staircase. If you leap down now, you would leap on top of her.
All right, well, I will observe her. So that's... Do I recognise where it's looking from when I was gaseous?
Well, it looks very similar, but there are so many spiral staircases.
Fair enough.
Yes,
Well,
it is very familiar.
I shall peer down and hopefully it doesn't close up or anything. If it starts to close up, I'll jump in after her.
Okay. So after that, I'm going to assume Sarah moves up to the oven.
He does.
And then Faver moves to where he's put his move to. Just there. And then Maewyn probably just, snuggles up in behind. What I might actually do is get rid of that token. And Faven's token. And put them back in so you're the right size.
Oh.
So when you did this before, you never got in there, so you must have killed her before she took you there. We're so smart.
SMRT.
Oh, when I played it, is that what you're talking about?
You said y'all never got into that room.
Yeah, no, we never went into. Oh no, well we got into the room that she's currently in because my character went, a mold patch that looks like a spiral staircase, and then got his idol on to rip a hole in the floor.
Oh.
And so I immediately found a staircase that led down.
Ah.
In the long run, when we reached Aisha's room, she was no longer a threat. Okay, so Aisha then starts heading off down the staircase. So you guys are going to chase her down there, so we might as well pick this up on the new map. Image maps, Foxglove Manor, that one. Okay, so I will make a portion of that visible, because I'm an absolute legend like that. Take her, put her all the way there. And then we'll grab Arvin, who's just reached the bottom of the stairs there. And we'll put Cyron, who's just behind his buddy Arvin there. And we'll put Thaven, who's just behind Cyron. I was going to say his buddy, but it's Cyron.
True.
And Maewyn at the top of the stairs there. And then I will say this. As you come down a winding stair path, and you travel quite some distance down a winding stair path. So I'm going to add a few more rounds, actually. Let's make it round 25. Okay. The stairs end in a limestone cavern. The walls drip with moisture, and swathes of black and dark blue mould glow in spiralling tangled patterns on the floor, ceiling and walls. Rubble and broken bones clutter the floor, and a rhythmic sound like the breathing of some immense creature echoes through the cave from 3 tunnels, one to the north and 2 to the west. While of the 2 western tunnels, the southernmost one seems to be a relatively new creation. So I will now share that map with you. So you can all see that there. Okay, so you can see Aisha disappear into the darkness to the west at this point in time. So she goes. That didn't work very well. Then why is the control thing not working there?
Is Fog of War on?
Yeah.
Probably went right over the top of it.
This is like underground. It looks like we're underground in the ground.
It should.
No.
I still haven't got the map.
10, 15.
I've got the map.
1,
Maybe it's behind your other map.
55, 60. Well, it's telling me you've got the map.
Which map are we? Is this the new map?
Called
Yeah.
Foxglove.
There it is. I found it. I
Okay.
found it. I
Okay.
found it. I
Oh,
found it.
good. Oh, good. So she disappears to that northernmost western tunnel. I will sort of clear this section out so you can see that as well. So she's moved off. Arvin. It is dark down here too. There is only a slight glow, so if you are human or something like that, you're gonna have to tell me how you're getting illumination and stuff like that. Working.
Well, I'm pretty sure I have dark vision.
Okay. Then
Dark
you're
vision,
cool.
60 feet.
Righto.
All right, so, oh well, this is a whole new area. Are these tunnels, like that top one looks like it's too narrow to obviously be a tunnel?
You can actually, you could squeeze through that area. That's fine.
Don't you want to follow her?
Yep, well, I'm happy to keep following her too. She go this way somewhere? Oops. I'm free to move my token wherever I like.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
Don't tell him.
Now you're not.
All right. Well, I will start to move off this way and see what's happening.
Oh. Now we don't know which way. Crap.
I will follow him.
Is that
Where he may go.
it? Alright. Haven?
Is that what they see any greater?
Not from where they're standing, no.
So the bottom corridor, they don't see that that's just a cul-de-sac?
Well,
No, it's not a cul-de-sac. Okay. Righto, I get my copper coin out and throw a light spell cantrip on it and throw it
okay.
down that way.
Righto.
Okay. Why would you not follow her?
Mayoin.
Can I get my sunrod and move on down the tunnel? Or
10, 15, 20. So it's actually going to take you 10, 20, 30. It's going to take you 35 feet just to get to that point. Oh no, sorry. 25 feet to get to that point. So you can move another 5 foot whilst drawing out your sunrod if you want.
okay.
Okay, so Mayoin moves there.
I only have low light vision, so I can't see. You said it was dark, right?
Correct. Although there is glowing mosses, which will mean it's like dim light for you.
So if I have low light vision, then I don't need my sunrod.
Well, it helps because dim light will give you negatives, especially if you're shooting.
Got it.
Okie dokie. Aisha's done some movement. Arvin.
All right, well, are we taking that bottom passage, Stephen?
No, I was just getting some light down there to see what's there.
Okay, well, I shall move off in this direction.
No, so you're pretty much trying to catch up with her, or just moving carefully, or what are you doing?
Well, yeah, look, I'm not going to run after, I suppose, because I'm mindful of sticking with the party, but if it looks open, I'll move another few. I'll move into here and double move that go. After all, I'm not as fast as everyone else, so
Okay, bear with me for just a tick. Give me a perception check as you move into that area. Wow, I've got way too many things open at the moment. Right, just bear with me for 2 seconds. I need to look at some modifiers. Okay, as you move to that point there and have a look around, you see 3 figures lurking in this area with you.
figures. It's always figures, isn't it?
Just let me... They appear to be emaciated creatures with long claws and fangs.
Right. There's no second guessing these ones.
However, that was a double move into there, so...
Yes, I understand that. I'll just, as a free action, call out to say, do I recognise what they might be?
Gorillas.
Give me a knowledge religion check. Gorillas, that's right, they all wear G proudly on their chests. They're ghouls.
I'll call out and say, found some ghouls.
Okay, I'm going the other way. No.
Well, if you'd actually wanted to attract the cleric's attention, you should have said, found some girls.
That's right.
Found some ghoulish girls.
That's so accurate, I'm not even mad.
Siron.
Okay, you need to give me a perception check, Siron, because you may not see them.
I've also got dark vision for 60 feet.
Yeah, that's all good. But they're trying
Do
to
I get a
scout.
modifier because I've been told about the ghouls?
No, because he didn't point them out to you. No, you can't see them currently. You move into the room behind Arvin and probably go, where are they? I heard girls.
Over
I heard there are girls here. Okay, Thaven.
I shall move there. And then I will throw a light spell on a coin and dump it. I think it's about 10 feet there.
Okay.
Ta-da! Welcome, girls' party!
It's
Fair
a girls' party.
Yep. Okay, so there is a light, an area of light that illuminates that area.
Yes.
Maewyn.
Well, can I take my full?
You full what?
Yeah. Yeah. Double move.
Can if you wish.
Well, since I have knowledge to engineering, I'll whip out the move to the left and hopefully keep running straight up to there.
So that's 55, 55, 50, 60 feet. Righto, you move to that point there. Okay. Okay, immediately with a screech, the first of the ghouls leaps out towards Arvenwell, makes a 5-foot step. But it sounds better if he leaps. He targets Arven. And then makes an attack with a bite and 2 claws. One of them must have been pretty bad. Oh no, it was a crit. Oh no. Right, so claw missed, bite hit. So he bites you, sinking his little pointed teeth into your flesh for 5 points of damage. Are you immune to paralysis?
I don't think I'm immune to paralysis.
Are you immune to disease?
I'm immune to disease.
Okay, give me a paralysis. What's that? Fortitude con? What is it?
Yeah, fortitude.
Fortitude save. Oh, look at that. Can't knock down a door, but when something bites him, there's no infection
Well,
whatsoever can happen.
when you grow up around Cyron, you get used to these sorts of things.
Okay, then Maywin.
What? Things attacking you and biting you?
Maywin sticks her head out enough for this guy to leap. 5-foot step over and attack her. Okay, so bite miss, claw miss, automatic miss. It's a fumble. So we'll say punches at the other hand, even though it missed. But yeah, he didn't do real well at all. Then Mr. Other Ghoulie. Well, what will Mr. Other Ghoulie do? Mr. Other Ghoulie will move to there, and he will bite at Stevens, Arven, odds. Yeah, he's going to bite at Arven. So, target Arven Guilt with a bite. Oh, Jesus. 21 and missed. Okay. Aisha goes to there, to there, to there. Oh wow, that's neat. Okay. Arven.
All right. Now, because I should have looked this up beforehand, but now that I have 2 attacks, if I wanted to use cleave, do I only get to take 1 attack or roll them separately, or how does that work?
How does cleave work? Cleave. Find. As a standard action, you make a single attack at your full base attack bonus against a foe within reach. If you hit, you deal damage normally and can make an additional attack using your full base attack bonus against a foe that is adjacent to the first and also within reach. You can only make 1 additional attack per round with this feat. When you use this feat, you take a -2 penalty to your armor class until next round. That's precisely how it works.
So I roll 1 attack if
you hit, you get to roll another attack at the same bonus to the one that's also adjacent to that one.
Adjacent. All right. So target ghoul 3 at the top. Will be my target. I don't need to target Aisha. And we will roll. Can I power attack and cleave?
Yes, they can be combined.
So I will power attack ghoul number 3. for a hit. And that many damage.
He doesn't quite drop it. You do grievous wounds to the poor fella. He looks like he's all dressed up in sailing gear too, just like he's a sailor.
Ooh,
And then I can cleave into ghoul number 2.
we can make tuppence.
Cleave into ghoul number 2 with a miss.
Ducks underneath it. Sneaky little ghoul. Sauron.
All right. About the time that really channels would really come in handy, but don't have any of those.
What?
Yes, I've been healing all of you guys. That's the problem.
That's right. How dare they suck up all of your healing?
That's
How
right.
dare
How
you
dare
do your job?
Well, you do
Right.
have healing spells as well.
True, I do. I can spontaneously cast. You're absolutely right. Now, did Arvin get paralysed, or did he defeat
No.
that save? I just wasn't sure whether you updated that or not.
He beat the save.
That is good. All right.
That's why I was just wielding my sword around.
That is also handy. I will target Arvin and use up one of my spells. Which one's it going to be? I'm out of those. With fighting ghouls, I'm not going to. There we go. Produce flame is going to be converted to that. Healing you for that.
Wow.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
And then we go that.
Saving.
So, what's the accessibility through there for whip attacking?
You can whip crack with your whippy tail. From there, that'd be fine.
Down there? Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Attack number 3.
Yep.
And do a whip attack.
Got him.
Oh, diggity. And rip his balls off. And kill him like that.
That's exactly what you did. He is very disappointed at his lack of balls.
But
Mayowan.
all right, if I take a 5-foot step back, will ghoul number 1 have partial cover?
Yes, definitely. In fact, probably better than partial cover. Oh, it depends on which way you step back, though.
Well, I'd like to step back 5 feet if I can and still be able to shoot at 1 and 2 with my 4 shot.
Well, you won't be able to shoot at number. Whichever. Let's see. If you go there, then you're not going to be able to get number 2. If you go there, you're not going to be able to get number 1. And if you go there, you're only going to be able to get number 1 too. So if you do any 5-foot steppy backing, you're going to be able to shoot one of them.
Backing.
Step backing, that's the technical term in Pathfinder.
That's right.
Well, can I actually use my bow that close to 1?
You'll draw attacks of opportunity.
And I'll step back and shoot at 2.
Okay, so
Do all 4 shots in his body.
Okay, you step back to there and you have free access to number 2.
Now he's undead.
Yes.
Good. So that takes first one.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's number 2.
Wowzers. I think we're about to see a Hollywood explosion here.
So I hit him
You
every
did-
time, and I got one.
One critical, yes, correct.
A crit. I hit him all times. I got him a crit.
Mm-hmm.
He's dead. He's dead, mate. Should I just attack him? I mean, just do the damage?
Yeah. So you killed him with the first shot. And then he explodes in flames as the other 3 arrows strike him. There are bits of ghoul all over the place.
Ooh, an unseen figure is moving about.
Don't know what you're talking about. Right. For some reason, this ghoul moves up on Mayo and goes, yeah, that wasn't very nice. He was my buddy. He owed me 5 gold pieces, he says, as he leaps into a full attack action on me.
He was my girlfriend.
Oh, please. What have we got? We've got a miss with the claw, a hit with the claw, and a miss with the bite. So he lashes across your impressive pants, Mayhem, for 4 points of damage. And then we go there for that, and then we go there to Arvin. Arvin.
I'll move in to get flanking around there.
You won't get flanking because she does not have a melee weapon in hand.
Oh, thingy. Fair enough. Don't worry about it then. Can I
Well.
get close enough by 5-foot stepping? I don't think I could have. So that's 1 attack.
Oh, you could have. You could have gotten to there.
Can I?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I will do a power attack with my long sword. Oh, I better target him first.
Mm.
For that much damage with the critical.
You do chop him in half.
Anyway, that'll do.
Why did you get 2 hits? One of them missed.
Did it?
Yeah. But he was dead, so all good.
Oh yeah, I thought they all hit. Sorry,
Sauron!
I misread it.
Everything's dead.
Apparently.
Praise be to Saren Ray. Now, there must be a wailing woman here to save somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
He marches on.
Awesome. Okay, once you reach that point there, you are looking out carefully for Aisha, and
More goals!
you walk pretty much face first into a gaggle of gaping ghouls. Faven.
Oh. Why doesn't he turn them?
Because that's a feat that he probably doesn't have.
He does have it, but he's used all his channeled energies, which is what is required to turn undead, on healing everybody already.
That's the other thing I was going to say.
He does a lot of muttering under his breath.
That was the other thing. That was good.
Alright. We'll move up there. And fling another one of those valuable light thingies.
How long does heroism last for, by the way?
400 rounds.
Okay. All good then.
Seriously.
Or, what is it? I've forgotten now.
It's all good. I knew it
I
might
think
have.
it is 400 rounds, yeah. I think it's 10 minutes per level, or 40 minutes, which is 400 rounds.
Maywin.
Right. Wow.
Ooh, she's a mover.
She is.
Now, can I shoot?
No, because you just moved more than your
Okay.
base movement. That's a double move. Okay, mystical number 7. Yeah, 15. And because I haven't heard you say that you've got any weapon in hand yet, Siron, 20, 25. Oh, no, that's probably a good place to be. So it moves to there and lashes out a claw at odds. It'll be Maywin. So it lashes out at Maywin. Actually, it's a bite. And hits her, sinking his teeth into her. Well, 2 points of damage, and give me a fortitude save, please, Maywin.
What are the chances of the cleric having a remove paralysis spell?
Not good, I don't reckon.
He'd probably have one if he hadn't been healing everyone already.
Yeah. That's the usual excuse.
Okay, he moves 5 foot to there and does a full attack action on the cleric. Missing with a claw, hitting with a bite, and hitting with a claw. So, give me a fortitude save, pretty please. Siron.
Yep. Where's the fortitude? There it is.
Okay. Give me another fortitude save, please, Siron. Okay. Righto. And then move on to that one.
Bless you.
Thank you. Here goes 5, 10.
For the record,
5.
Sauron is carrying his masterwork scimitar, the symbol of Saren Ray.
5. Righto.
Well,
he is
it
he?
happens that Thaven is wearing the dented crown of Rip Nugget. So there.
Well, you may make an attack of opportunity on Ghoul 5 if you so wish.
I so wish. All right.
I'm wearing my roll eyes expression.
Your roll eyes expression. Very good.
Okay, that will hit Ghoul 5.
Very good. Doing. Where's my damage? Why is damage not there? Why is the damage not there?
I don't know. Why isn't damage
I don't know.
Maybe it's just a
Didn't have it targeted.
scimitar made of sunlight that does no actual damage.
Yeah, maybe it is just a
Okay.
symbol.
A grazing wound against the ghoul, who I will add the damage to, who then bites at Maywin. Missing. And then number 6. So you've used your attack of opportunity now. 5, 10, 20, 25 moves to there and attacks with flanking. So fights at that cleric fella. Sinking his teeth in. Give me a fortitude save, please. Siron.
Fortitude. There we go.
Nice one. Give me another
Wow.
fortitude save, please, Siron. Okay, you managed to fight off all the horrible, nasty diseases and urge to stop moving. That's awesome.
Hooray!
Arvin.
There seems to be stuff happening up ahead.
Nah, it's overrated.
If you want to hold, I'll get out of your way.
If you can, I suppose. I can do that. I can hold my action then.
Okay, you hold your action. Comes Siron's go. It is currently a ghoul sandwich.
Ghoul sandwich. Great. Alright. I attack ghoul number 5.
Flame strike.
He is the one directly to the west of you. Just so you know. They've targeted.
Yes, the one directly to the west of me. That's the one I'm attempting to attack.
If you attack the one directly behind you, we'd have flanking on him.
That makes all kinds of logical sense. And yet I'm still not going to do it.
And then he wouldn't have flanking on you if you kill him.
No, that's what your job is. It's your
No,
job
I'm
to kill him.
No, I'm giving it to Arvin.
You're gonna kill him and then you're gonna get out of the way.
No, because I'm going to be singing a song to
Right.
celebrate this momentous event.
Oh God. Right.
Maewyn's
Okay.
pants, Maewyn's pants.
Maewyn's pants song. Very good.
You've got to go back to your hits.
Hmm.
Oh dear.
Yes. All right.
That's
That's right.
unfortunate.
Having done that, I take the attack, but miss entirely. Surrounded by ghouls as I am.
Thinking of Maewyn's pants, he gets flustered and misses.
Oh,
5 foot
hadn't
step
started.
back. And then I throw Inspire Courage, or start singing Inspire Courage on all these wonderful people who are so close to me.
Yeah.
Did that put a duration on it? Didn't, did it? No.
Doesn't matter.
29
I
years.
shall
Well, as soon as I stop singing, that's how long it'll be.
Right, before it's Maewyn's go, it's Arvin's, so we put him now at 19.1. Righto.
I'm targeting Ghoul 6. I've moved, so I don't get 2 attacks, I presume.
Correct.
And I shall. Whoops! I wanted to do power attack on Ghoul 6.
Looks like you may have just nicked him.
Splat! Ha!
Pretty much. That is almost the precise sound effect that happens. Maewyn.
I'll drop my bow, draw my sword.
Mhm.
Does that take away my 2 attacks?
Yes, because it's a move
No.
action to draw your sword.
All right. 5. 7 is. I'll go for 5.
Okay. Seems to be a
That's fine.
popular fella. Except you actually seem to be able to hit him.
Splat! Ugh.
I need to make a soundboard just from Kevin. Hello, Ghoul 7 goes, oh, geez, she's a bit nasty. I might just 5-foot step over here. And, oh, look at that. That makes Siron a perfect ghoul sandwich. How fortuitous.
Clerics. Yes, that's right.
You're the meat in a ghoul sandwich, he says. And ghouls love meat. Let's see. He misses and misses and misses, though, because he was so up himself, he got overconfident. However, his other mate is not as confident about it, so he takes his time, lines you up. Oh, I didn't add
He gets
actually.
+2 for flanking.
Yeah, I didn't actually add +2. What's your
I thought you might have forgot.
armor class? It's 15, so one of those attacks actually hit.
Oops.
The bite. So, let's go back here and just do some bite damage and ask you for 2 fortitude saves, please.
Stupid bloody fortitude saves. 1.
Yep.
Have you seen 2? Have you seen 1?
Only 1 so far.
Oh.
Okay, they're
There we
both good. Right, so we'll go back down to this guy. We'll add in a modifier of +2. Okay. And then I'll do a full attack action. Only 1 hits, which is a... What type of attack is it? Oh, claw. Which requires another fortitude save from you.
Okay, just 1 or 2?
Just the 1 this time. Okay, no worries. Doing well. Siron.
Takes a 5-foot step to the west.
I've got to think that is the first time ever in this game I've seen you move away from up.
That's right. Arvin's coming for me. It's all right. Target ghoul number 4. And I shall wave Saren Ray's special weapon in its face and see if that does anything. Alright.
It hits him.
That should be... No, it shouldn't. Oh, no, that's right. No. The attack hits. It's going to be doing pitiful damage. That's going to be the issue.
Okay, the
So 1 point.
the ghoul
pixel chipping.
giggles something as you tickle him with your feather of Saren Ray.
Really
Why
nice.
is he using that?
Because I need to heal you guys. Using up spell slots at this point in time is not a good idea.
No, that weapon. Why are you using a weapon that only does 1 point of damage?
Because
No,
it's his
it's
strength
because
that's
I'm-
doing it. He is badly strength damaged.
Ah. Well, I'll teach him to run into doorways.
But that wasn't the issue.
No. Your go, Fabian.
Yeah. So, what's he got? Oh no, he's all healthy. I'll move up there.
Okay, it'll get an attack of opportunity on you.
I will.
Yes, because Ghoul 7 is directly next to Arvin.
Well, that doesn't work in 5th edition. Fine, then I'm just going to whip his ass right there. Then.
You're gonna whip him. Whip him
Oh,
good.
Or maybe. Oh, I did hit still. Amazing.
You were
Oh, take that. Go get him, Arvin.
Okay, so I'm after Ghoul 7.
You are.
We shall
He's a fairly beefy fella, this one. He's got a large portion of a rock stuck in his head.
And we got one hit.
And one critical miss. Oh,
I'll roll the damage on the hit.
you killed him.
Splat.
And then you want me to roll the miss?
Yeah,
Alright, so-
roll it again. Because that's right. If you fail this, then you'll hit Faven
Technically,
instead.
So he gets +5 to hit.
No, he doesn't get the +5. Go for it.
So here's the dilemma. Is it my first attack or my second attack bonus
It
that
was
goes
your
on that?
it was your second attack that got the crit one. So second attack.
So I have
bonus.
to roll the second attack bonus?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. I have to check whether I get a second attack.
10 would be a miss against a ghoul, I think. It would. So you slam your sword into Faven. Spun around, you lose your bearings and strike Faven instead.
What?
It's a bit harsh. Oh well, I'll target.
Didn't you have to make an actual strike to hit me?
No,
Oh,
I'll
critical
target
miss.
Faven then.
He's not actually targeting
Sorry.
you, he just got spun around and the long sword dipped into
Sorry
you.
about that, Faven.
Oh, I'm not feeling the sincerity.
It was purely an accident.
That's strange because he calls his sword sincerity, so you really are feeling the sincerity. No one.
Up 5 feet.
Okay.
Now, and I get 2 attacks now.
Yep. Both hit. One of them. Oh no, that's a critical threat. So first one's a critical hit. Might as well roll damage with it because it'll probably kill him.
Do you roll the damage?
Yeah, roll the damage. Yeah. And then you chop him down deader than a dead thing. Okay. So, let's come back to initiative. Siron, what are you doing?
I'm patiently waiting for Arvin to overtake me.
Okay. Faven?
I'm
Gonna heal.
checking my inventory to see whether I've got a cure potion, which I do.
Well, before you do that, I feeling.
Hey,
the
you're not
need-
touching me up.
Oh no, I can channel now.
Oh my goodness.
So if I target all of my good friends, who are within range,
Oh, why haven't you targeted Siron? Isn't he a good friend?
did I
Number
have
30.
targeted him? Look, he's in
Oh,
there.
yeah, you did.
And we'll do. Oh.
Oh wow, you're more useful than someone else.
Alright, Maewyn, what are you doing?
Moving uphill.
Okay. I was so hoping you'd do that.
Oh, thanks.
Right, so you move up there, you reveal this large chamber, which you can see that there's sort of like a spiral area that goes down, and you can see Aisha standing at a door, beating against it.
Shit, now we're done for.
And
There's a door.
then yeah,
It's my nemesis.
and that
Like a
reveals that
fool.
one. And what we're going to do is call it a night at that point.
And she's standing at the what kind of door?
That's I think it's a stone door from memory, but I'm not 100% certain.
Doesn't matter. Any door will stop
Might be an
us.
iron door.
That's
Hang on, I can tell you.
why I've kept her so that she can open the doors for
Oh,
us.
okay, hang
And
on.
she
I'll give you the description. The cramped tunnel opens into a vertiginous gulf here, a cathedral-like cavern with a roof arching 30 feet overhead and dropping into a sloshing pool of foamy seawater 50 feet below. A steep stone ledge winds down to the surging depths that slope glistening with moisture and mould. A stone door stands in the northwestern wall about halfway down the slope. That's what you see. And that's where we'll end it.
and you said she was pounding on it.
Yes, she is definitely pounding on that stone door.
All right then. Cool.
Cool. Okay, people from the
Excellent.
internet, we are going to
Very good.
call that a night, and we will catch you next time we play. Bye bye.